All right. All right, let's do this. Day in the life of this writer. What writer has two thumbs? Something like that. Exactly. Mary, she knows. She's like, you're being ridiculous. Before we get into this, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for watching 30 seconds or more of every single video that pops up. I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to build this channel up to trying to build this up good enough that I don't have to do these videos about being a writer because I'll be a multi-billionaire YouTuber, influencer, whatever us kids call it. Plus, I decided I'm going to do this video while I'm waiting for my chicken pot pies to cook in the oven. So, let's get into this. So, 15 years ago, which is crazy to think about, 15 years ago, I became a full-time author. Was like, what are you talking about? There's a lizard outside, just taunting her. Um, 15 years ago, I became a full time author. Not because I had planned for it, not because I had figured it out, figured the system, blah blah blah, but because I let go from a job, and I said, what am I going to do now? I'm in my, I'm on the wrong side of 40 at this point, and I've been doing retail management my entire life, and I don't want to do this another day. And I started writing. I got very lucky. This job is all about luck. I got very lucky and was able to make a living doing this right off the bat. I've shared that in other videos in the when I wrote for the movie companies and different things. I got very lucky in 15 years ago in the beginning, and I've been able to sustain that. I've had much better years than this one. I've had worse years than this one. So there you go. A lot more good years than bad years, though, let's be honest. Anyway, so I'm going to give you just a typical day. I'm going to give you today, which I'm recording this. It's Friday. Okay. I roll out of bed whenever. My wife, I don't usually hear her alarm clock go off. I'm her alarm clock. It's on her phone. She has to get up about 8 o'clock in the morning. She usually hits the snooze button until 8:15, sometimes 8:30 if she was up late and she's got really nothing to do at work that is pressing. So this morning she apparently had nothing to do because I don't even hear her alarms. Stop! What's up with these cats today? All this is staying in as proof that these cats are evil. So 8:40, I wake up, gotta go to the bathroom for like the 10th time because I'm 56 old. And lay down in bed and I say to her, hey, you going to work? And then she groans and she gets up and she goes and starts her day. About 9 o'clock, I finally get up. I'm like, oh, I can't go back to sleep. Then I got to take my pill because I'm fat. But I got to wait 30 minutes before I can eat or drink anything after that. So now it is 9:30. So I've gone through about half an hour. I've gone through some ads. Some ads. What am I even talking about? Some emails. I'm leaving that in. I've run through some emails. I've set up my post-it note for the day. I'll get to that in a second. And I'm watching the clock, and I'm just begging for 9:30 to get here so I can make some coffee. Because coffee. 9:30 comes. Actually, about 9:26 comes. I go and I figure out which coffee I'm going to drink today for my coffee of the day video. I appreciate you all watching my coffee of the day videos every day. They're like 75 seconds long or something. I go get my coffee, go sit out back. It's hot. I have several sips of coffee. I load it up to Facebook. It's already on TikTok. Then it's on here on YouTube. Boom. Now it's 9:35. By this point, my wife is usually out of the house. She picks up the dog. She picks up her bag. Gives me a kiss. I'll see you tonight. Tonight, for instance, we're going out to dinner. It's her birthday tomorrow. So she's like, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Literally, for the first time in months, on a Saturday, I have no plans. I don't want any plans. Nobody comes over. Nobody bothers me. She's like, I'm going to watch whatever TV shows I want. You're going to make lunch and dinner for us. You're going to run out and get it, whatever. I'm not leaving the house. I'm staying in my pajamas all day, and I'm just going to relax. Perfect. I have no problem with that. You definitely deserve it. Tonight, we're going to go to dinner. I don't know where. It's up to her, wherever she wants to go. I'm sure she'll want to go somewhere and get a steak. I will get seafood. So we discussed that a couple minutes at the door. What are we going to do tonight? Who knows? I don't know. Okay, we'll figure it out. She's like, I have a massage at 4 o'clock, so I'll be home with the dog. Fridays, for her work for the summer, they end work at 3. She's a commercial property manager. So 3 o'clock, she'll leave work. She'll bring the dog home, change the dog's diaper. I've explained all that in another video. Drop the dog off. That dog, Alice couldn't care less about me. She gets her couple snacks. She goes and lays in her bed. She's asleep. By 4 o'clock, the dog is sleeping in her bed in the living room. Mary is sleeping in her Boston Red Sox hat in the living room. And Maisie is up on the pad on top of the chair, and all 3 animals are sleeping. Okay. As soon as my wife leaves, I can put music on. I have this little Google Dot or whatever it's called hooked to my Spotify. I immediately put something on, whatever I'm in the mood to listen to today. For instance, this morning, Billy Squier. I've been listening to Billy Squier since I was about 12 years old. A lot of you people are like, I don't even know who that is. And I'm not just like the second and the third album. I listen to all of it. I love every one of his songs. So anyway, I put some of that on, and it's just noise in the background. I don't blast it. It's just there. There's songs I've heard a million times, so I don't have to concentrate on them. And then I get some more work in. So now it is 10 in the morning. I do a Mondo Method sprint from 10 to 10:15. Okay. This morning, for instance, I start writing a story for my wife. Every year since 2013, every year since 2013, on her birthday, for her birthday, I've written a short story, a 1-page something or other. It could be a story. It's usually like a love letter to her. I'm a very romantic person, although I think she would argue with that. So I start that this morning. Now it's 10:15. I jump back into emails. Okay. And then at 10:30, I'm like, you know what? I don't know why this is. Pot pies take 50 minutes in the oven. 50 minutes? Nobody can come up with a 5-minute or even a 20-minute pot pie. And I always forget that. I'm like, I'm going to have a couple pot pies today. Oh, wait, I got to start them at 6 in the morning. So I was like, it's 10:30 in the morning. I'm like, I got to put these pot pies in right now. So I put the pot pies in. Then I will work until I'll shoot this video until about 11 a.m. Okay, now we're caught up. At 11 a.m., I'll upload this video to YouTube or start the upload. It takes about 20 minutes, which is fine because then I'm going to do a second Mondo Method sprint, write more of the story for my wife. Then we're done at about 20 after this video will be 11:20, 25, something like that. This video will be uploaded. I'm sharing it. I'm doing my promotion stuff. Boom! It's been 50 minutes already. My chicken pot pies will be out of the oven. I'll eat my chicken pot pies right here at my desk. And that'll be now we're getting into 12 o'clock. So I'm still doing emails. There's a couple of emails that I have to answer. There's I'll be happy to let everybody know that last book for Severed Press Mammoth, I got the back cover blurb, updated black cover blurb yesterday for it. I approved it. I approved the cover, not an AI cover. Uh, all the edits are done, so it's just a matter of time. It pops up. They never tell me when the book goes live, which drives me nuts, even though this is the 12th book with them, and I've told them, let me know when the book goes live. So I have like my Amazon up, and I just like refresh it every now and then. I'll do that over the next couple days until the book comes out, and then I'll promote it. 12 o'clock comes. Now we're in the future. This is future Armand. Still fat. YouTube Live. So from 12 till about 1, I'm live on YouTube. I'm writing. I will probably end up finishing this story for my wife. I will probably the Southern crime thriller book I just started at MondoCon last week. I'll write a little bit more on that. I have another short story that I'm finishing up for Patreon. That's due next week. So I have a bunch of little things I got to do. So I'm going to write. I'm probably just going to talk most of the time. I'm going to get some writing in. Now we're at 1 o'clock. 1:15 usually we're wrapping up. I'm going to be honest. At that point, I'm exhausted. So I go and I lay down. I read. I read for about 20 minutes, half an hour. I get some reading in. That's part of the career. Learning. So I'll read something. There's a book that a publisher has sent to me that they want an advanced review for, which is fine. The book's actually very different than I thought it was going to be, but it's a well-written book. So I'll read a little bit more of that. I'm about a third of the way through that book. Then I'll take a nap. That's going to run me about 45 minutes usually. I don't sleep the whole time, but I'm just laying there trying not to let my brain turn on. Now it's 3 o'clock. I'm up. Now, this is the portion of the day where I say, all right, one more Mondo method sprint. So 3 o'clock, I'll write and knock off. And usually the sprints are usually 500-600 words. So that's pretty good. So now it's 3:15 or so. And then I say, you know what? I have to do some housework. All right. Because the goal is for my wife, on Saturdays, we usually do all the housework. We do the vacuuming and the cleaning the kitchen and laundry and all this other stuff. But tomorrow is her day off because it's her birthday. So what can I do to help? I'm not a slacker, but I go through my periods where she gets mad at me because I don't do any of these things. So I'll do the dishes. I'll have to empty the dishwasher, refill it, wash them, wipe down all the counters, throw in a load of laundry. All the towels from MondoCon all have to be washed. So I'll probably do the towels today. A couple loads of laundry that'll all be set up and ready on the couch. Okay. So at that point, at 3 o'clock, she's left work. It's about a half an hour. So by the time I'm done with that sprint, and I've started the dishwashers, the dishes and stuff conveniently, so she walks in and sees me working. She's happy. She runs off to her massage. I finish all that stuff up. Now it is 5 o'clock, 5:30. She's home. She's home for the weekend. So my writing at that point is done. I'll check some emails. That's about it. I'm not going to write anymore. I used to really like, oh, if she's not here, I got to write. If I got to write till 10 o'clock every night, I don't do that anymore. So for me, it turns into, all right, the house is clean. I got to take a shower, look all pretty. I mean, I look pretty now, but you know what I'm saying? Like even more pretty, prettiest, darn pretty. And get dressed, put some actual pants on. I mean shorts, but you know what I'm saying. We're in Florida. It's 86 degrees right now. Um, and so when she comes home and she's like, "Well, I got to get some stuff done." "Oh, honey, it's done." "Oh, you got to clean the kitchen." "Kitchen cleaned." "Oh, you got to put the laundry away." Yeah, I'm not putting her laundry away, but I put my laundry away, and I'll try to my best to fold the towels. That stuff's all done. Let's go get something to eat. I am starving. Even though about 10 minutes ago I finished 2 chicken pot pies because they take about 14 hours to cook in the oven. And I will not microwave them. Don't even get me. I'm like, why do they give microwave instructions? Who does that? Her nephew, who shall remain nameless, Aiden, who he's in the Coast Guard now. He came one time and he put taquitos in the microwave and ate them. And I'm like, that is disgusting. Taquitos in the oven take like 8 minutes. In the microwave, they taste like 6. So for that extra 2, you couldn't wait that extra 2 extra minutes to have a taquito. You put it in the microwave. They're not crispy. They're just, anyway. I'm leaving all that in. We'll go to dinner tonight. I don't know where we're going to go. I would imagine someplace that has steak. My wife is a huge steak fan. Delmonico is her favorite cut of steak. That place Scarlett's in Biloxi at the casino, the Scarlet Pearl. That is her favorite steak of all time. We're not driving 5.5 hours to Biloxi for a steak tonight. That's not going to happen. We'll go to dinner. We'll come back from dinner. At this point, my wife has not started doing the first read on my King of the Mountain book, the book which I just finished, that I was going to try to look for an agent, but now a publisher is very excited about it. So she's going to read a chapter or two, and then we're going to discuss it. Normally we don't do that. Normally she'll read the entire book. She takes her notes. She has her little red pen. Click, 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 click. I hate that noise. She'll write her notes, and then at the end of the book we'll discuss it. But I want real time. I want to know what's good and what's bad about this as we move along chapter to chapter. So she'll read a couple chapters tonight, maybe like 3. Then she'll say, okay, this is what I liked about it. These are all the things I don't like. None of this makes sense. Who is this character? Are you going to explain this? There's a lot of those questions, and then she'll cross them out when I do explain it. If she gives me one of those as we're talking, and I'm like, no, I'd never explained that. So now, mental note, when we get to that part, I have to explain this. And so it helps me, and we're not going to do this every day because 3 nights a week, every other night, basically, she's at her mom's. So we will go through and do this. Normally, we don't do it this way. Like I said, normally she'll just read the whole book. She's reading the last book in the last trilogy me and Tom Duffy wrote. It's taken her couple 3 weeks to do that, which is fine. She took off for MondoCon week, which I get. I was like, that book don't come out till April, so don't worry about that book. This is the book I need done by the end of this month, and we've just lost a week. Okay, we had 4 weeks to do this. Now we have 3 weeks to do this, and I still need to be able to rewrite it. I still need to be able to get the feedback from all the other beta readers, 3 other beta readers, which they're told by the 15th to have it back, and they all said fine. Then I need to do all the rewrites on the 15th, 16th, whatever, and then I need to send it to the editor, and by the end of the month I need to send it to this publisher. Fingers crossed they take this book. So that's a day in the life of this writer, specifically today. Normally I will spend time to do some cleanup and things like that. By 5 o'clock, I'm usually done now. Again, I used to go, I'm going to go till 8 o'clock at night. And, Tuesdays and Sundays, she's not here. So I'm going to do all day. And I'm like, no, I'm getting burned out. I used to do YouTube Live. I used to do Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. And then I was like, the original idea was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like Jay Wilburn used to do. That's what I went back to that. You will see more walk and talks from me. I started doing those up again a couple weeks ago because I need to lose some weight because I just feel like garbage and I'm eating way too much, and MondoCon was way too much food, and I ate a lot of M&Ms last night, and on and on and on. So, and I'm eating 2 chicken pot pies at some point today. They're probably still frozen. They've been in there for half an hour. So that's my, not a normal writing day, but I mean close to. I try to write my 1,096 words every day if possible. There's a lot of days I don't. So then I try to get, if I can do an extra 100 words or something. I'm not going to hit my 400,000 words this year. September 31st is the last day. Is the 31st? September have a 30th? Yeah, 30th. September 30th is the last day of the fiscal writing year for me. October 1st starts 2027 for me, and I've explained that in another video in the past. There's no way I'm going to write like 100,000 words in 8 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever it is, and I'm fine with that. Starting in October, once I get over, my goal is 200,000 words for the year. That's it. 550 words a day is going to be my goal, and I'm fine with that. I don't want to write 1 million books a year anymore. I'm done with that. I just want to write some better books. That's the goal. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let me know what your if you have a schedule. I know a lot of you people are full-time workers. I know when I started doing this as a full-time writer, I was like, I could write 10,000 words a day. Now, mentally, that just, it drains you, it kills you. I still need to pace this as well as I can. So, will I write 400,000 words next year? Probably. I mean, probably. But I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to stress about it. I think that'll be the big difference. I might be able to do it, but I'm not going to freak out over it. Okay. So there you go. Again, thank you for hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for watching my writing videos. If you are a writer or a reader, if you have ideas for these writing videos, let me know. I don't know who gave me this idea. I'm going to guess Charlie's going to take credit for it, though, like he does in every other video. I'm not even sure if Charlie has ever even given me an idea. I'm going to have to look at that. Give me your ideas for more writing videos. I have a few more, but I'm running out. And every Wednesday, every Sunday is a my opinion, Armand's opinion on my career, what's going on in writing, and blah blah blah. So give me some more ideas. I would love to do videos on them. Probably by the time I do the videos, I won't remember who gave me the idea, but you'll know, and then you'll comment on it, and then so will Charlie, that you both gave me the idea. All right. Get some writing in. I mean, I think that's the bottom line. Let's all just get some words in.